A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. On the move past the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a 1st down to open the drive.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that hasn't been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Richardson looks to throw once more. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And that is no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the 1st half. 3-0 our score as the 2nd half gets underway. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley down the left sideline. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Going for it with Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Richardson. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Richardson back to throw it. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Muscles him off. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Richardson looking to throw this. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
As this complete to Woods. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run here with Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Richardson looking to throw. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and goal, option right. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gay's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be... Up at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing now is Stroud. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Now they'll change things up. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Here's Richardson to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
Second and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Now Richardson. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. Now 2nd and 9. A run for Pierce out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw. That's complete to Hutchinson. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Stroud looking to change the play. The left side caught by Diggs. break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Jalen Petrie picks it off. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Stroud to throw it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He's got this one to Hutchinson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Caught. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the the season. And the Texans extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Richardson. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 44, Richardson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again, it's Richardson. And that will be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. to their 30-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Richardson off the play fake. Tries the right side, finding Woods here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Houston, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the
open mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything